And now we're on to you, and I didn't actually know your shot here.
It was a really hot day.
Yeah. And I guess you're sitting there.
Yep, this is my kitchen here, Ski Chalet.
Yeah, this is great. I've donated skis to your apartment. Okay, I'm back in the grocery store. I'm moving around. I remember my bag was starting to bug me.
It's so
My
hot.
satchel bag.
That was a good idea. That's Dufferin Grove Park there. That was your idea. Okay, this is
You can explain this one.
yeah, this is like a little dish my mom gave me. These white ones here. I don't know how practical they are.
You audience, you don't understand where this is going yet. It's insane.
Well, it was a brainwave. I was at the gym. I was jogging, and I'm like, this would be an interesting thing to do.
So I get rid of my bag that was bugging me, and I put it in the shopping cart.
Oh my God, it was hot.
Yeah. And we sat in a skate park, and Kevin was up. He didn't want to smoke because it was a skate park, and he was like, "Should I be smoking in front of kids in a skate park?"
This is the
felt guilty.
close-up shot that I really like, that I shot, that I think I would definitely win some kind of award on.
Look at all that ice. I can't believe how
Deconstructing this cake.
they pad out the icing.
And it turned into this puck, and I was so happy it turned into this puck.
Yeah. And those kids, I'm so glad those kids came.
David Anderson introduced me to this park. Heather used to work with David, and so did I, in Dufferin Grove Park, this basketball court. Meh.
So we're looking for basically the big good section of the Metro. I didn't want the Metro in this shot, but it just happened to be there, obviously, because it's a Metro. So I grabbed some flour there, throw that in the thing. Oh, this is a nice shot, actually. I was quite happy with how that turned out.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, the hand blender. My mom got me.
So we put the puck in the bowl, and we started mashing up the bowl. Craig's had about like 7 different shots of bourbon at that point.
There was a sweet 11th hour edit here where Sean actually picked up the bag of Robin Hood flour twice. Fortunately, we caught it though.
Yeah, we got rid of that one. This was a funny one too, because I got no name, and I was kind of like, oh no, go for the Chippets. Go for the Chippets.
And Sean was impressed that I could break an egg with one hand, though.
Yeah,
He didn't think
because I
everybody
could
do
too,
that.
and I didn't think anyone else could. 'Cause I
Craig-
thought I was the only one in the world.
I have to say, a lot of your kitchen technique is very fucking impressive.
I watch a lot of cooking shows.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's all about tossing stuff too. I'm like, as a director and DOP on that one, I'm like, Craig, toss everything that you don't need.
It was a good direction for sure.
Yeah. So,
And Sean, I have to say, you've nailed naturalism. Like it was so hot.
Speaking of naturalism,
it was hot there. You remind me of The Outsiders here. It's funny. It's like you need your kind of like your cigarettes in the shoulder.
Yeah. Well,
Toss the cake into the oven.
Yeah.
Toss it.
preheated.
He tosses it.
just throw it,
Put it in there.
chuck it.
No, it worked out well. I was quite happy with that shot too.
I think
well, that's
smoking.
nice through the window
I,
there.
I have to say though, I think smoking brings out everyone's inner badass.
It used to for me as well, and then I quit.
It totally does.
Yeah.
Hey,
makes
this
you
is a
look
bit,
cool.
bit of a decision here because look at all the different kinds. Like
I know.
spring form,
Spring
really, Sean?
form. Yeah. Spring form.
God, you're beautiful.
Yeah, you look pretty good in that shot, actually.
I do. I think my arms look bigger. I usually feel really skinny, but
I think the hat really pads you
You
out,
look
too.
pretty butch there.
yeah,
Look how long this aisle is. Look how long he
it
walks
is
for.
so long.
It's a long.
Still
I
walking.
know. And I'm like, oh, must go back to the cake make section.
But what I like
get
here
the
is that-
sprinkles and the
Yeah.
candles.
It's just
A
that your
musical
intention
candle?
is so clear. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
true.
sprinkles. I need
Something's
sprinkles.
missing. Something's missing.
And it's like a laser, you know?
So back to the cake.
need
You're
sugar.
adding sugar to the sugar. Okay, here's the shot. The pop. The pop.
Yeah.
That was the pop. That's the one that we
was
went
more of
back
a-
to
it was more of a
shoot.
pow, really.
Yeah, it was good. It was amazing.
I wasn't there for this shoot, but I'm totally impressed with the results.
We were loaded by the end of it.
Yeah, they were gunned.
Yeah.
Apparently
Yeah,
it was
back
like
down
2
the
bottles
aisle.
of wine and a half a bottle of Woodford Reserve.
Well, it happens.
Yeah, and some grants as well.
And these
It
kids
was
were
good.
great. Like we didn't even. I was going to ask them to go play basketball, but they just went and played.
They were really, really good.
Look at that framing. That was so good.
So,
Okay, we got to melt down the candles on that one.
Oh, just go back to the beginning though. Back to the brass tacks here. Back to the roots.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is a shot I like too, and I was like, oh, I'm so happy that turned out.
Yeah. A little break here.
And that's right
Set up.
before you looked at the camera too, so I cut that.
The lighting was really sweet on
It was
that
nice,
hand
wasn't it?
shot.
Yeah. Okay, here's the reveal, right? The
you were
the cake
confused.
box, the birthday cake
It's
box.
the product placement shot.
Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of like, oh, Kevin's trying to figure it out.
Sponsorship makes these projects happen.
So I'm like, okay, hang on a second. Why am I going to the trouble of loading up the car? It's kind of cliche, but it actually, I think it works.
You're thinking economize at this
A
point,
little
right?
bit, a little bit. I don't know if this really read though. I put this stupid bag back on my back, and I was like,
Are those comfortable to wear around? It's.
I don't know. There's something about this bag that was
Does
really
your one
bugging me all
shoulder have a
day.
big callus on it?
I don't know. So this is good. It's back to the cake. It's like, okay. So
then
how
it's
much
like-
oil goes into this fucking thing?
And do you even have
How much vegetable
Have you
oil?
I
ever made
was
a cake?
actually reading that box.
Oh, have you made that cake yet?
So this is
haven't,
amazing.
no.
Everything turns to green, which was a big surprise for
Yeah.
Craig and I because we didn't actually think things went green.
Well, because it's like you have the light color
It's
palette
true.
and the paint color palette, and now we know that the wax
But it went
color
green.
palette turns everything green.
But it should be brown though. If you mix all the colors
You'd almost
together,
think
it's
so.
brown.
Well,
But
you-
it didn't
That's
that
a
day.
paint thing, though, isn't it? With wax,
It's a
it's
pigment
clearly
thing. It's
green.
still a
Yeah.
pigment.
Yeah.
So back into the fridge. We want to like chill that out, right? So beer boutique time, which is weird. We actually took this shot about three, four times.
Oh yeah, no, there are lots of different variations, and always somebody walking by.
Yeah.
You know.
That is actually just a beer store.
Look at that
Okay,
top.
here's a quick look at the camera. Craig looks at the camera, doesn't know what he does. Oh, right there, I saw it, and it bugged
Cooking
me.
show right there. That's what cooking show's top
Oh, throw the tin.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
back
God,
in
it's
back in
hot.
Cake Land.
So hot.
So how
Sorry.
much oil?
Have you made that cake yet?
I have not made that cake yet. No, it's in my cupboard.
And so we're considering maybe like doing a park in Liberty Village, but I think going by the lake is
I
better.
thought the lake was a
No,
good
it's
shot.
good.
It was a
And I
good comment.
love that you're breaking the law. It's so sweet.
A little bit of overexposed too over the water, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, you know, you do what you
So we're now we're frosting the cake. This is good. Craig's feeling kind of lit. Craig's kind of lit at this point, like two-hander. That's
But again,
amazing.
cooking shows, it's like you got to feel it with your hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is before I had a haircut, obviously. So
Did you get a hair-
knocking
oh, you
back-
did get a
yeah,
haircut.
a little bit of one.
Why 50, Sean?
I like.
It's the beer boutique. You could have any beer you wanted.
I know.
Yeah,
I
they
know.
have so many kinds.
Yeah, I know. It was just.
I was
choice
starting
at
to
the
feel
time.
really guilty at this point.
Yeah, because why? Because kids smoke. Those kids smoke.
Well, you know they do, but I don't know.
And didn't you point a boat out which is
just
similar
felt
to yours?
dirty.
In the
Yeah, I
harbor?
pointed out a Catalina out there, but I'm like, oh, that one's 3 feet larger than my boat.
You had boat envy.
I always have boat envy. I have everything envy. So now we're reconstructing the cake. Obviously, there's you're putting the pink and then the green back on, and that worked out quite well.
I just
so,
can't
yeah.
believe this actually worked. It's astounding to me.
It worked out really, really well.
Postmodern.
Here's another
baking.
reveal. Obviously, he did go for the cake.
there's the jogger.
The runner in the background.
There's the jogger, and she was
Always
like someone you
somebody
slept with before, right?
No,
she
No?
wasn't.
Randomness.
She wasn't.
Oh, I, I thought
Randomness.
maybe I heard that from a DOP or
Just
something.
happens. Just happens.
Yeah.
But that cake was very chemically tasting.
It
We
tasted
thought it was
like Splenda. The whole thing tasted
Yeah.
like Splenda. It was the weirdest thing.
I'm
I
getting
wanted to
hungry.
enjoy it actually as well, but I couldn't. And then you tried it after, and it
And
was,
yeah, we felt guilty for
It
like,
was pretty
We were like,
craptastic.
do we leave it here for the animals in the park, or do we?
I put it in the trash, but I left it open.
You
I
left the
it-
top open. Good for you, man.
I
That's
know,
good.
I
Yeah,
know.
thinking
Yeah.
ahead.
I know.
I'm getting a bit sleepy at this point. I think I've got maybe sunstroke.
Well, this
coming
was a
on.
7-minute shot that we.
Yeah, it was like one long, locked off tripod shot. I was dying. It was so hot.
Okay,
Oh,
so now
God.
the wax is set, which is nice, and this actually nice edit on your part too, because you really
Yeah.
kind of like you.
Boom.
really
Oh, those are my new
sped up
kitchen
this
chairs. I
bit.
just bought those kitchen chairs.
Yeah, so
From
get these
Kitchen
little
Stuff Plus.
candles kind of going again, and start placing them back on the cake, which was nice.
Yeah. And
So that
cake
worked out quite
there's a
well.
lot of you had to power through a lot of that stuff.
I just.
I tried.
love-
Well, I was kind of hungry at the time too, but I was sort of like, I'm gonna pay for this
Yeah.
later. Like,
I love so much that you just freaking stuck your hand in there and like
Well, beer.
ate it like total.
We had spoons though. You did go get spoons.
Yeah,
for
but
us.
who cares about the goddamn? He's got a beer cake. It doesn't mix anyway, right? It's just like dig
know.
in there, boyo.
Did it mix? Was it a good flavor? Was it on your palate?
Oh, it
wasn't
couldn't have been.
the beer was a good chaser for sure because there was a lot of Splenda. in
Just
that
because it
thing.
washed the awful cake taste out of your mouth.
It was really it tasted really chemically and strange. So there you are lying down obviously, and you're kind of like doing your. I like the fact that the basketball players are still back there.
Oh yeah,
just
no, they
kinda
were
like,
so good. I mean,
Right now, I'm dreaming of Sri Lankan volleyball, which they also play in this park.
Oh, did
Just-
they?
How is that
just sort
different? How is that different from normal?
Oh,
volleyball?
you don't understand, man. It's crazy.
So somehow Craig got some frosting on his nose at some point
that's from
too,
the-
and I really like that bit too.
From
And
the-
I adjusted the light on that shot too, so you could see it a little bit better.
That's beautiful.
He's looking
Oh, boy.
like somewhat kind of crazy. There you go. Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, we drank all that bourbon too.
We did. We killed it. We
And
killed
those,
it.
And again, I wasn't there. I missed out.
Yeah.
So there you go. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Heather.
birthday, Heather.